Easter. Christ is risen. Christos aneste, alitos aneste. Christos ha resucitado. En verdad ha resucitado. Christos avrat. En verdad avrat. En verdad avrat. So anyway, that's Christ is risen in a few languages. And I'm not going to put the camera on me because I am on my annual Paschal run, which is also Easter this year. It's a beautiful little area. The tulips were wildly wonderful this year. And this is one of everybody's favorite streets in town because, oh, there's lots of flowers. It is exciting to think about the fact that we share Easter with our Western brothers this year. That yesterday morning we served the first of two absolute party liturgies. I love the harrowing of hell. That's what it's called. We read 15 different passages, some of my favorite from the Old Testament. Stories of Elijah and Elisha raising children from the dead, and stories of the story of Jonah and how God saved Nineveh. Stories and passages from the crossing of the Red Sea to everything. And then about 2/3 of the way through the service, we handle the little kids' bells and everybody stomps. About God arising and judging the earth. But the beauty of it is, and just the thing that makes me weep, is that the judging of the earth is the setting free of the earth. Like literally setting everybody free. Like the point is not so much the Western version of judging, where you assess people and then give them what they deserve. Nobody gets what they deserve. There's that quote from Tolkien about not rushing to give people what they deserve. And that's exactly the gospel. And then, of course, last night, the second party began at 10:30. And pretty little town here. This is my town, by the way. The second party is the most wonderful also. As soon as we finish, there's 3 services together. Like a Orthros Matins, and then we go directly into Divine Liturgy. And right before the beginning of the Divine Liturgy, we hear the sermon of St. John Chrysostom about hell being vexed because its very boundaries and gates are torn asunder, and Christ has pulled the dead out. And we all shout, "It is vexed." And that's the good news. I was thinking a lot about the good news and why it doesn't strike anybody as good news anymore. You know, we're all too aware of the injustices and the deaths in the world. Media has made that possible for us. But we're also all too aware of the people who put the message of judgment above the message of redemption, reconciliation, and reconnection. And that Christ came exactly for those purposes. We focus a lot on hell. And the thing is like, the hell that we're talking about in this is like Hades, the idea of death, the idea of the permanency of it, as opposed to all of these beautiful, unique, and individual souls, the ones we've known and the ones we haven't known, being able to rejoin in connection and joy with one another and with their Creator and with creation. And I think that's a message that ought to resonate for everyone. Those of us who love creation, those of us who are into community, those of us who value the sacred. It gives us this chance. God doesn't force us against our will. The Creator does not force people to be in that. They could choose not to. It's just that He patiently waits until they come around. And I love that. Look at that rhubarb. I love rhubarb. This is one of my favorite houses. Look at all those beautiful flowers. Anyway, that's what I want to reflect upon. Thanks for not putting up with my face, putting up with a bouncy camera. A little bit of wind beneath my wings. Check out those flowers. Look, the tulips are about to drop, but man, right before they do, don't they go glorious? Yeah. Okay, there you go. Happy Easter. Blessed Pascha. Christ is risen. Christos anesti.